people, it is Sherry Moulton back with another video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today is Bling Bling Day. Hopefully, I'm doing this on Sunday, so hopefully it'll be up today on Sunday. So hence the crown. So I wanted to say thank you for the amazing comments on this beautiful clock. It's so hard to see it with this, with the lights in here, but oh, it looks amazing. My husband did say it looked like the earth, which it is true. Now I could put hands on here, but I kind of like the idea with no hands, but to each their own. You can do what you would like. So yeah, so I thought that was amazing. So we're gonna have to do another clock. I think it would be cool to do one with your grandchildren's pictures for the hand, like for the times. I think that would be awesome. So I was shopping again, go figure, and I was at the Dollar Tree before I went to work one day, and they had this one, another one from Mod Podge. This is an actual frame. So I thought, I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to show you. So the actual frame itself is a 4x6, and the actual wood piece is a 9x11. So I'm going to actually open it, and we will see what it looks like, because I didn't want to open it. They only had one, so I have to go looking for some more, because I think this is endless, my friends. So I thought this could be the start of Easter, do some Easter stuff. So I thought we would do a bling bling in this frame today. So we're going to do a quick base coat on it. Does not be anything real fancy, because I am not, I need a haircut. I am not going to be putting resin on this one. I will be using my Triart liquid glass. You could use Mod Podge or anything, white glue, as long as it goes clear. And we're going to do something in this. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of my amazing outfit and get into my working clothes and get my stuff together, and I'll be right back, guys. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, guys, I now have a dilemma. I've pulled out some of my of my different types of broken glass. This is fire pit glass that I have here in the frame. I've got it mirrored black, and then I have, oh my goodness, this one where there's not mirror on it. I didn't realize that. I've got my beautiful Ashland decorative filler, and then I found this, guys. Oh my goodness, I may, do you see that? It's all little iridescent rainbowy beads. This one is just, it's decorative filler. I love how they name them. This one's called Spring. So I thought maybe, being it's close to Easter, I might try this with some of the blue and the pink glass. So this is another option. I just wanted to show it to you before I pulled it out. Isn't that pretty though, right? You could do it all black, paint it black. You could put the glitter on the edge, and then you could sprinkle glitter as well. But that's what I think I'm gonna do once I found this bag, because I think it'll be pretty. Here, let me open it up and see. And then what we're going to do, my friends, is we are going to base coat this. I think I might base coat it with my iridescent medium. Do a white coat and then do iridescent medium maybe. So that's what this looks like. Isn't that kind of cool? So I think that might be pretty in there. So I think we'll try that, because we've never used this before. It'll be something new. Now if I can set that down without it going all over my table. So I'm going to put this back. I'm going to get my canvas. I'm going to tape the back of it. I will not show you me doing that, but it will be taped. I will show you, and I'll be right back, guys. I'll see you in a sec. Okay guys, we are back. So I have got myself, we're gonna do a base coat of white. I right now have the Artist Loft Soft Body Acrylic Paint. This one is white. And then once that is dry, I'm gonna come back maybe with 1 or 2 coats of this iridescent medium, which will make it pretty and pearly. So with that, I just have a basic, this brush is like 15 years old, if not more. Look at how bad, but you get what you pay for, guys, when you buy a good brush. So I'm just gonna dampen my brush a little, and we are just gonna coat it all. So what I did was I took out the frame part, because I didn't want to get that painted and stuff, and I wanted to make sure I got the insides of this. I want to get the edge. So I just took my dollar store masking tape and taped it down. Easy peasy. All right, let's get into this, my friends. I'm gonna give this a good shake. Haven't used this in a while. Come on. Oh gosh, my hands are so bad, guys. And I am just gonna do a little, that's more than a little, but a squirt. And that is quite a bit. Let's just do a quick little, get her done. Just get a quick coat on there. And remember, all of this is getting covered, so I'm not overly worried if there's little bits and pieces. It's just to give the glass and those little bubbles, I guess, not glass, something to see. And I'm getting the edges on this side and this side. Can't believe I've dumped that much paint on there, but it just might be enough. Spread it out evenly. I will come back and clean up because I don't want lumps in the corners, right? Especially in this part. And oh my goodness, I was going through all of my little stickers that I have that are beads and glass, and I'm like, oh my goodness. My name is Sherry. I tend to shop. I buy things thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this with it and do that with it. It gets put away, and then you pull something out and go, oh, I forgot I had that. I know none of you do that, do you? Do any of you guys do that? I'm just making sure I'm getting a good coat. There we go. And just come back and do a little bit of this. Smoothen it out a little. Making sure. These frames are just the coolest idea. So when I go back to work, will be looking for a few more. These would be awesome Christmas presents. Someone's going, you know, even a wedding would be awesome. You could put, you know, fake little wedding rings in here and a little bit of the bouquet of some kind of the same flower that they had at the wedding. You could put, it's just kind of endless, guys. Baby, newborn, you could put their little hospital card in here. And then of course you would resin, I would resin if I did that. See, that wasn't that much white. I'm just gonna get the end down here. And we are good. I got one more side to do here, and I actually need a little more paint. I got a little bit on my brush, and let me just pick this up. Holy Toledo, Sherry. There we go. Oh, I guess I have two sides. And I don't know, guys, I'm noticing as I'm painting here, let me flip it and show you. Can you see the little holes here? So there are little flaws in it, but you know what it is? It was $1.25 or dollar, actually here in Canada, it was probably $1.75. I can't quite remember, I have to look at my receipt. I just don't want a big clump in the corners. Yeah, so I just think they're cool. I just think it's cool. Let's do this side, and then I'll fix the little center part. I'll let it dry, and then when I come back, guys, it's going to be the exact same process as this, but I will have a coat of the Artist Loft iridescent medium on it. All right, so I'm going to rinse this out. I'll let it dry, and I will be right back, guys. I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. I did 2 coats of the white, and then I did 1 coat of the iridescent medium. Now, I don't know if you can see it. It looks pretty. It looks pearlized, and we are done. Oh my goodness, guys. I am so in the fence. You know, you have a problem when you can't make a decision because you have too many pretty choices to make. So I come across my beads that I have. You could put pearls in here. It is just endless, right? I bought these to put on the lids of my jars when I was doing the jar. I have these half beads. You could put the half beads in here, you know, or even on the edging. Oh, be gosh, be darn. We have these. I got these in a Temu haul, but I think these could go here, you know, or even on the inside to cover up, or the edge to cover up those little holes that are there. I don't know, guys. I have no idea what I want to do. I have these sheets of little diamonds, and it takes one, like, where did I cut it? I cut one. It took 2 little strips to go across, so you could put those there. Then I went over and I found this one that is variegated, the same idea as this. So you could do this with the blue glass. Oh my goodness, it's endless. So, but I'm gonna stick with what I was gonna say. I was debating between these bubbles, and then I have this glass, which I've never really used. I used it in my clock, but you really couldn't see the effect of it. So I think I might use this glass. I've got a few glitters, and then we'll see what comes along. Maybe we could add just the plain on the edges or something. We'll see what we do at the end of that. So that's what I've come up with. And it was a hard decision, guys. Oh my goodness. Crafting, I didn't know it was that hard. So with that being said, we are using Triart liquid glass. I love this. It's made not far from where I work. It is a little pricey, but I love it because it acts like resin for me doing this type of project. Now, you cannot pour this in a mold and expect it to be like resin. I like it because when I first started doing my bling blings, I used resin. And you had to wait for the next day and all that jazz. But I find this holds, for me, just as well as the resin. I can usually brush things off within 2, maybe 3 hours, and we are awesomely good to go. and it is there. You'll get the odd loose one that'll come off, but you could take a vacuum to it just lightly on the top. You could take a brush. I always brush mine with a big old brush at the end. And I just, like I said, I just love this. So I use this, but you can use Mod Podge. You can use resin. You could also use white glue, anything that dries clear. And yeah, so we're gonna get into this. So I'm just gonna pour a thin layer. I usually have it in a little squeeze bottle, but being I'm gonna pour so much, I just thought I'd pour it right out of my big old jug. And let me grab 2 more cups so I don't end up tipping this over so that we have a mess. You know, like Sherry never makes a mess. I don't understand. I've never made a mess. And I lie a little bit sometimes, eh? All right, so let's get this. We'll put these 4 cups here. We'll put them on the corners. We're gonna get everything ready here. Sorry, guys. And oh, make sure you're in frame. There we go. Easy peasy. So I'm just gonna take this, and you don't need, doesn't have to be thick, just as long as it coats. I think that should be enough. I've got my little spatula that has something on it. Let me just wipe it off because I don't want anything dark on there, especially since we're putting light colored stuff. So just basically take your spatula and get to the edge. And that is about it. Corners. You know, you guys can always fast forward. I love putting everything up. That is just my thing. I had a comment on my clock saying that she didn't like me. I need to edit more, but you know what, guys? I have a full-time job. I do everything in my house, everything outside my house. I don't have time to sit and edit. So and I like that you see everything. That's why I don't go on TikTok. I don't do TikTok very well because I can't put up a 2-minute video. Mind you, I probably could if I really tried, but I like to show everybody everything. That way you can see mistakes are made. We are all human. You need to just carry on and persevere, right? All right, let's just get in here. We're almost there. And I think I might have to put a little bit more in the middles where it's blank. But I just want to make sure I do have it right on the edges. I'd rather it pull on the edge than, and then I can get the insides. There, I think we need a little more over here. We'll just do another little scoop around. There we go. And then the fun begins, guys. Like everything, the prep is horrible until we get to the fun part. There we go. We want no naked spots, because if there's no liquid glass there, you're not going to have anything sticking there unless it's stuck to something that's stuck, if that makes sense. Yeah, this stuff is actually cool, the liquid glass. You can use it as a pouring medium. That's what it's called. mix it with acrylic paints, and you can do paintings. That's how I first got into it, because there's these lovely ladies. I'm not sure if they're still doing it, because that was like holy Toledo's 5 years ago or more. They did a course out of their farmhouse on how to do this, so that's kind of cool. All right, I need a little more on this side. Again, I'd always rather have a little more than not enough, and then a little bit here. There, might as well just do it. Do it, do it. There we go. Perfecto. And I just want to make sure I see this corner up here. That's the thing with these. They're not perfect, but you're putting stuff in them. So it's kind of awesome. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to wipe off my little spatula. I'm going to put the lid on my liquid glass, move it off my table, give you a little more room, and let that go. Let's get that fun. I don't know, guys. All right, we're going to go with the glass. We're going to go with this one. It is, I don't have a label on it, but I bought it last year at the end of the year. It's iridescent glass. They just call everything glass filler. Oh, this would be pretty for a wedding. You could, oh, we're gonna go heavy with this. I put it in the resin, but it didn't show in the resin. I don't know what it was, whether it was too clumpy. I'll show it to you. I'll bring the clock over once we get this in here. I'm just gonna dump it, and then we'll come back. And I've got a couple glitters that we're gonna shake on and fill the empty spots. A little different method than what I normally do with the glass, right? Normally I go sparingly, and then, but we want to cover as much as we can and make it all beautiful. Okay, so now that's that. Let me get the spatula back out. We're gonna push anything that's not all the way in. Whoop! And then we're just gonna tap it to make it even. You could do this in any base color. This would be gorgeous with like a periwinkle color. It would pop all that iridescent off of the stones that are in here. Try and get it so that it's covering that edging, because the edging isn't the prettiest. There we go. And then just flatten her out. Like I said, you could take your time, and I think these flat-headed beads, I got these at Micheals as well. Those would be gorgeous if you wanted to take your time, just sit and relax, and put all those beads in there. They come in a hexagon-y kind of shaped bead. They come in, I have silver ones, and they're in their bulk like they come in a big bag, I think. Just want to make sure everything is kind of covered. Now's the time to do it, because later, let me grab these loose ones and grab a couple little more and put them in here, because I see there. And then I'm just going to come in with some some glitters. I might put some more on the side. I can see where I'm slumping there. There we go. There. More around the edge here. Now, I'm not wearing my mask, guys. You can wear your mask. I find this stuff is really, really good. And in my next video, I have the most amazing thing I'm going to bring out. All right. I think that's good. That looks pretty good. Now, wipe that off again. And let's get in here. I picked out a couple of Laura's glitters. I picked out, this one is Silver Pixie Dust, and this one is Twinkle Twinkle Holographic. So I don't know. This is the Pixie Dust, and I think I might put a little on here. It's so hard when it's in, so you go up high and just shake it, guys. You don't want a big blob. And I don't want to go too crazy. Because you know what we might do? We might come back and we could even do the edge in this glitter. Just enhances the stones just a little bit. Would be good. We'll do one more little round. I think I won't put the other one in there. I don't know. Because even if it's going to show the background, it's the iridescent, right? So I don't know. I wish these were in shakers because it's harder to... let me see, guys. Give me 2 seconds because I want to... Oh, it's got a color in there already. Do. I got these little ones. That's gold. Alright. I guess I'll just use my fingers. Up high and rub your fingers together really lightly. I think that's it. Oh, it's too bad I got a clump there. It's not what I wanted. All right, we're gonna leave it at that, my friends. I'm gonna let it dry and we'll see what happens with the edging, if that stays on there. I don't know, we might even just, like I said, I think that would be cool. Put that on the edge too. Holy, sorry, I don't know what that was, but anyway, hoodles, we will. Look at that, this is so sparkly and pretty. Okay, I'm gonna give this a couple hours. I should be able to shake it off and there should be nothing come off because everything is pretty well in there. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours. See you in a sec, guys. Okay guys, I'm back. It is dry. Now I'm just gonna shake it on top of this paper so I can, and look at that, hardly anything come off, but I will give it a brush because things get loose and I did stack it. So I thought that would be, there we go. Perfect. Not a whole lot left there, guys. Very little. Look at that. I'm impressed. That's cool. That's why I like using that Triart liquid glass, because it's a one-stop shop, guys. Once it's on there, it's on there. So with that, I think this turned out beautiful. You could leave it as it is, but I can't do that. So I'm decided to go, and I'm just gonna do, because it goofed up here a little bit. There's a little bit of the glitter that got stuck up here. So I'm gonna, on this part, I'm going to put this, oh, it's all twisted, stop it. There we go. I'm gonna use this, where are you? There you are. I'm gonna use this here, because I think that'll be pretty on there, and it'll go with the iridescence that's in there. So we are gonna peel it off. I haven't used this one yet. I got these ones from Temu. There were a set of three sizes. This one has 4 little studs. So what I'm gonna do is I want to make sure I got it on the end, because it's 4. I'll make sure there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna place it down evenly, I hope. Oh, why are you twisting on me, my friend? Oh, there we go. Go, and we will go to here. That'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will go this side. We will do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it lines up. There we go. Ugh, it is sticky. Well, that's a good thing. And once it's down, it's there. And again, like I said, I have to go get a lot more of these, because I think these are amazing. Come on. There we go. And then we'll go here to here, and I accidentally cut that one, so I'm gonna accidentally cut one of the little things off on the wrong spot. So, all right, so we're gonna lay this one down and get it as close as I can without overlapping. I hope my head is not in your way. There. That is perfect. And we'll go this there. And we will come up here and hit that. Oh, look at that. That is awesomely perfect. If I had enough with this, I would do both, but I think this will be good for now. And if I really thought about it, we could have glittered on the inside. There we go. And I'm just gonna cut right here. And there we go. Perfect. Awesome. That turned out really good. Just gonna, there, I think that is amazing. Pretty cool. So let's get our tape off. we could go crazy and I was thinking maybe glittering the sides, but you know what, it's going to be on the wall, or it'll be standing up because it has the stand-up part. So for this one, I'm just going to leave it as is, but I just wanted to show you how there's endless possibilities. I really think this would be adorable as a newborn baby one. You could put their little bracelet from the hospital in it. You could put their ultrasound picture in it. You could put, you know, cricket up their name and the time they were born and all that fun stuff. And then put a coat of resin over it. I think it would be amazing. There we go. All right, one last piece. There we go. And I'm not going to show you the picture until I flip it over because I dug out an old picture of my hubby and I. And I just thought I'd put that one in it for now. The only thing is there's no glass. But there we go. That was my hubby and I. That was a long time ago. Too funny, eh? That was before I started coloring my hair the way it is. But I think the picture frame turned out amazing. So I'm going to put it on my back stand here. I'm going to give you a close-up. And I'll see you in a sec, guys. There we go, guys. I hope you can see. I'm going to try to steady it. I noticed in my last video that my close-up is not the best. But all of that iridescent and that glitter is just amazing. And like I said, there's so much in there. Like there's a good depth in there that you could put a lot of different things. So with that, I hope you enjoyed today's Bling Bling video. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, everything that I have used today, I will link in the description box. And don't forget all those discount codes in there. And with that, my beautiful people, I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.